Good Friday morning, and God, I thank you for the opportunity just to say, God, I thank you. But I want to also be a little bit more specific this morning. I want to also give thanks for blessing me with the kids that God blessed me with and being able to see the growth in my kids. I want to talk to you today. I want to talk to you today about going from being mom and dad to becoming a mother and a father, and there is a difference. I'll share with you. I also want to touch on, more than anything else, due diligence, research. My oldest daughter, Shayla, she is getting her hustle on. She's doing the entrepreneur thing. She's playing the role of being her own boss, and I appreciate that. Now, that being said, my daughter, being the adult that she is, has opened the door to asking questions of me, her father, about what does it take? What does she need to do? How can she get to where she's trying to go? She came to me, she asked a question, which allows me the opportunity to share, but be able to share and understand with the sharing part, I have an attention because she asked for it. It's not being forced. This is me talking to her as a father, not as a dad. And I'll always be both, but there's a line now when I'm dealing with the adult that happens to be one of my kids, which are all adults now. So the first thing we had to discuss was most of us, we want the freedoms of ownership of yourself. I want to be my own boss. I want to be able to do whatever it is I want to do. I don't want to have to answer to anybody. Me, me, me. But the thing about being your own boss, your own business, you don't do the due diligence to understand the research to look into what does it take based on the job that you're trying to do. And it all kind of falls right back in place. It just depends on where the difference comes in. It's just the type of business that you're running. But the work ethics are the same, when in particular. You want to not work that day because you're the boss. Well, that's not how it works. You're the boss. So you have to work. And a lot of times you're going to work harder than maybe the people that are working for you, because you are responsible for the overhead. Important word there, overhead. You may bring in a certain amount of money, but what you have to consider and take into consideration, here's the due diligence, what has to go out. Because that money is not technically, even though you're seeing it coming in, it's not yours. The business has to be paid first. You've also got to put yourself on a salary. You've got to establish a budget. As I was talking to my daughter, I had to question the word budget. And she said to me, Daddy, I've thought about it. I want to do it. This, that, and another. And as I'm talking to her, I never told her what she had to do. I shared. And I said, it's becoming overwhelming to you because you actually don't know what you need each and every week in order to maintain. You've got to plan your move. And the first part of that plan is setting that budget so you know at the beginning of the week, what am I working toward? Once you know what you're working towards, once you meet it, now you know what you're working with for the entertainment side of things, what you want to do. Because you got to do what you need to do first before we get to the want side. So she did the budget. She called me back later that afternoon and she told me, she said, I got it, I did it. She said, it feels better, but it's not, I'm not all right there. And I told my daughter, I said, you're not. I said, because now you got to hustle. You've got a plan, so you're seeing where you're sitting, and now you know where you got to go. Once you get the hustle, because you got to put the work in. It's not that you have a regular 9-to-5, so you know if I go to work, they're going to pay me X, Y, Z, so that part is taken care of. That's the easy. No, you are depending on you. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, the beautiful part about what she has been doing, she has been extremely transparent. She's sharing with the world and she's doing what she has to do. But I also told her, in the midst of doing this, you don't have the option to quit. You got to get up. Today is cold out here. You don't have a choice. You've got to accomplish the mission. You have to depend on you, and you can't fail on you. You got to give it all. I'm sharing this with you because she went in with the goal. And the goal, because she was kind of playing catch up because she's getting started with it. And it was somewhat overwhelming to her, but I've been paying attention all week. I've been seeing the post and I'm seeing what she's doing, and I'm very proud because she's fighting with everything she has to get to where she has to go. That's good. Now, let's talk about what I saw in that child of mine and what she did and how she's doing it. There's some parents who can look at certain things when it comes to their kids, and they will, once they get to a certain point, I'm officially done. They got to figure it out, whatever. I hear you. I hear you. And sometimes some of these kids, they put themselves in a position where you have to step away because they go from mom to dad, from mom and dad to you're just that person on the street till I need you. I get it. Cash the check. That's not the case. So seeing what I saw with this child of mine, I was recognizing and realizing she's done all she could. She gave everything she could to try to get this taken care of. So I made a decision. I made a decision that she fell short. I couldn't give it to her, and I wouldn't give it to her. I loaned it to her so that she could appreciate what she accomplished, take care of what she needs to take care of, and continue to do what she has to do in order to move forward. Because every day is a new day. The budget is set daily, weekly. You can't allow yourself, well, if I didn't do it today, I'm going to make up for it tomorrow. That's not an option. And that's what I told my daughter. You're in survival mode now. Survival mode means I don't have a choice. You have to earn the right to be able to do certain things when you're in that place. And as a matter of fact, I earn the right to do whatever it is I choose to do because I put the work in to get to this place. And that was over the course of my life. I'm also at a place in my life, and I had that conversation with my daughter. You have to be able to say no and mean it. We can't concern ourselves about what people think. why they feel. It's all these different things. If you are hustling to get what you got to get based on you are now physically depending on you and you alone. Again, I repeat, I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of the fact that she was transparent with everything that she went through, because people can see, and social media has done this, you'll see the end product and you don't understand what people have gone through to get there. And I think it's a good idea for you to let it be known, because I'm up at 4 a.m. Monday through Friday to get ahead to do what I need to do to get my hustle on in order to be able to. Today, I'm thinking about going and getting a few mimosas, having some breakfast, but I had to earn the right to do this today. When I go and get a haircut through the course of the week, or I decide I want to go sit at the barbershop and just enjoy a good conversation with the men, I earn the right to be able to do that, because every day I know what I need to do in order to be able to do what I want to do. So this has been a little lengthy, I know, but I was talking about being blessed with the opportunity to see my blessing and what I've been given and what was received from me raising my kids. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And no, she's not where she wants to be, but who is? Because none of us can get comfortable. Every day got to be a brand new day that we're continuously adjusting to become better than what we were yesterday. But I'm seeing that she is resilient enough not to allow the obstacles of each and every day to dictate who she is. She can see it's a lesson, learn from it, and move forward. Be blessed on this Friday. Give thanks on this Friday. And understand the difference between being a mother and a father compared to being a mom and a dad. There's a difference, to include the way you communicate. Be blessed. Take care.